I was blessed to be in a place where, in as much as I went through the most difficult times in what a blended relationship was, I never concealed because I saw something different in my mother. So I believe that it's all about how a mother or someone's been felt or treated in a relationship. That's the energy that is being transferred to what their kids, or towards their kids, and then they kind of imbued that in them, you know, through anger, through hatred, through resentment, and stuff like that. So I decided not to be part of that journey, and I had to turn it in a different way out.
All right. Now, the African family of yesterday, we used to see plenty of affinity, plenty of love, that togetherness. But today, things have actually changed. A brother looks at the sister or at the brother like an enemy, because either if the person is not successful, it becomes a problem. There is that comparison, or who is successful, who is not successful. So do you feel like, with you coming up with this handout, this a blended family, it will greatly change the navigate the perceptions people have today?
I think it will definitely change the perception of what people are having today. And the topic alone, or the title, let me say the title alone of the book has brought so many different perception of what a blended relationship is all about. And people have been able to open up to tell me their stories, their journey, and all that. And when you look at what a blended relationship or family is, it's in our own community and stuff. I think it's just the perception of lack of communication and assumption. And we always have this thing of entitlement. I don't owe you nothing as a brother. You don't owe me nothing as a sister. You understand? I believe that if we have that perception or that ideology or that mindset set up that way, we'll find a better way to build our relationship or build our family. But if you're entitled to the fact that because you're my elder brother, maybe you're the one who's supposed to pay my school fees and it didn't happen, maybe you're the one who's supposed to feed me and it didn't happen, now I carry that resentment, that hatred, that pain towards you. You didn't give birth to me. You're not my father. You're my brother. So if you are lacking, in as much as you're an elder brother, I should be able to step in as a junior sister to support. So if you become a support system, we'll build a better family rather than being able to depend on one person as a head, then putting too much pressure on that family member. Then they start sticking their hands in different things because they want to satisfy you. So it's just all about living together and understanding one another and be able to build that family together.
Now, there is a culture in Cameroon, or a perception that many do hold, that Cameroonians don't like reading. The reading culture in Cameroon is still very, very slow. You coming up with a blended family today to help families, to help our society, because it's a societal issue that people continue neglecting. But then it is so many things happening in families today. Do you think it is will greatly help Cameroonians? Because how do you feel, how do you think Cameroonians can then cultivate the culture of habit of reading? Because it's important to read. Reading the story, the different stories narrated here will greatly help someone somewhere. But then the culture of reading is a problem in Cameroon. How do you intend managing it?
I think we've started breaking that stereotype kind of behavior about what reading is all about. I've seen we have a whole lot of amazing authors now in our community, and we're gradually bringing into the spirit of reading in the community, and I'm kind of loving how the attention is being directed, because in the beginning, like you said, for myself, I was thinking that, oh my God, who is going to read? Nobody want to read, you know. But again, one thing that I love about the new authors that are coming up, like people like myself and stuff like that, is because we run a platform that the journey is not only going to be in the book.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to be running through our own platform to talk more about what the blended relationship is all about. And I think that what will also push the interest towards people to be able to say, you know what, let me grab that copy and see or read a little bit more. And, you know, I understand what this blended relationship is all about. So when you create that environment of Q&As and live videos, we do live sessions and stuff like that. We have those conversations that you make people feel comfortable. I don't think it's going to be difficult for them to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, in purchasing this book, where can one get it here in Cameroon?
As of now, we're still looking at a vendor to place it there. When we do, you'll definitely have the information, so you can maybe be able to pass it to your audience. But if you want to grab a copy, please be at Crystal Palace on Saturday, the 25th, at 3 p.m. prompt, and grab a copy. It's 5,000 francs CFA.
Okay. 5,000, isn't that too much? Or is
I don't think so for knowledge.
All right. We are talking with Romama. Romama is an author. Is this your first?
This is my first. And that's why I didn't make it too much, like too cumbersome, because you want to give people an opportunity to just grab on it and play around it and feel comfortable. When you make, especially as a first author, when you want to put out a book like that and you make it too cumbersome, it's very difficult for people to start really delving in it. And I just wanted something that is comfortable enough for you to, just, feel comfortable at your own little space and glance through it. I think you can do that in one reading if you're a reader. But if you're not, take your time. Don't rush. But I think the stories are kind of have a little bit interesting, where by the time you finish one, you want to know about the second one. So.
All right. So after this outing, the blended family, should we expect to see more coming from you?
Oh, definitely.
Because you are a lady of many hats. You have so many things to do. How do you manage your time? We're trying to
use the blended relationship to navigate into something else. Because I believe that the kids who came out from a blended relationship work double to be able to prove themselves.
Exactly.
And we're finding a better way where we'll create a system for people to be able to air out their mind through counseling and be able to speak freely. Because one of the most difficult things that I've encountered being on social media is the fear to talk.
Okay.
And we're creating a ground where people can comfortably, open up their mind and find that solution.
We see you equally talk about gender-based violence during your platforms as well. Gender-based violence still continues to ravage so many lives in Cameroon. Yesterday I got a report from someone in Yaoundé reporting a gender-based violence case to me. Forced marriage, forcing someone to get married to a man who is above 50 years old. Should we expect as well to see you denouncing gender-based violence in Cameroon as well?
We've been doing that a lot through our platform, and I believe in solutions. I don't just believe in talking so much, because you can talk and talk and talk, and at the end of the day,
providing solutions.
Without providing a solution, you're not helping. You're not helping out. Through my foundation, Sisters Corner Foundation, we've created a lot of opportunities for women to be able to independently run their own life.
Okay.
I think a lot of our sisters or younger ones depend a lot on their men. And when you depend so much on somebody, it's like you're giving your soul to that person. And in as much as you find yourself in an abusive relationship or another, you don't want to leave, because that's the person that is feeding you. And you have that notion in your mind that, what if I leave? What happens to me? But if you have empower yourself to be better, where you can be able to run your own stuff, put food on the table for your kids, whether a man is there to pay the kids' school fee or not, you know that it took two to tango. You can step in if that man is not there. I think it will give you an opportunity and a voice for you to walk out or speak when it's time, not to sit there and take abuse from anybody.
Jemen.
Don't say that.
All right, Romama. I see one of another interesting topic that caught my attention from this your book.
We're not going to talk about the book too
No,
much.
we're not going to talk about it. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. It's all about co-parenting, managing your ex. It's a difficult thing for most men or some women to manage their ex. Whenever they see the ex, they want to go back again.
Is there any reason for that?
They could have a reason. They have that nostalgia. The nostalgia comes back. They want to go back. So, thank you very much for coming, and we look forward for wishing you a wonderful book launch on Saturday. And of course, we shall be there to support you as our only two-way to contribute to your new journey, your newfound journey. The journey might be still long, it's still very fresh, it's going to entail plenty of obstacles, but we know with God Almighty, you shall definitely overcome some of those challenges.
Amen.
Any last word to our viewers watching us all over the globe?
I want to first of all thank you so much for having me. I feel honored, I feel loved. I felt the energy already out there on social media and all that, and I just want to let you guys know that together we can blend a family. It's not only about relationship, it's also about friendship that